to the dramatic finals at the U.S. Open. Novak Djokovic with a stunning loss in the men's final, losing to Daniil Medvedev, failing to complete the calendar Grand Slam. On the women's side, 18-year-old Emma Raducanu winning a major in only her second attempt. She is standing by with us to talk live. There she is. Hello there. Love that smile. But first, Janae Norman joins us with more on all of that. Good morning, Janae.
Amy, good morning. Most of the time when I'm standing here talking about someone, they're not right next to me, but Emma Raducanu's incredible run to the U.S. Open final made history even before she won, and it was so unexpected. She says she booked her flight home 2 weeks ago. A history-making U.S. Open final.
100 to 1 to start the tournament. Goes all the way through without dropping a single set.
Emma Raducanu, just 18 years old, besting 19-year-old Leylah Fernandez. The first time two teenagers have met in a final here since 1999. Raducanu becoming the first British woman to win a Grand Slam title in more than 40 years.
I can't believe this one's next to me.
The teenage phenom with a Chinese mother and Romanian father was born in Toronto and moved to the UK when she was 2 years old. The furthest she had ever advanced in a Grand Slam was the fourth round at this year's Wimbledon, where she retired due to a medical issue. Before she could even enter the U.S. Open, she had to win 3 qualifying matches, earning the distinction of becoming the first ever qualifier to win the title. On the road to victory, she defeated Tokyo gold medalist Belinda Bencic and 17th-ranked Maria Sakkari.
It's the fact it's never been done before by a qualifier that sets up Emma's story. And then once we look at the actual person who is carrying this out, you see the tennis skills are immense. Her fight, her grit, her desire, her savvy, all of that.
After the match, Raducanu admitted her only regret was that her parents weren't able to be there in person to cheer her on. Among her legion of newfound admirers, none other than the Queen of England herself, who sent this saying her win is a remarkable achievement at such a young age. She may have achieved the kind of greatness that most 18-year-olds only dream of, but when asked what she planned to do with the $2.5 million prize money, Raducanu issued this classic teenage response.
I was thinking to myself, you know what? If you win this match, you can buy yourself a pair of AirPods.
She's over there smiling. She says before her first round qualifying match, she lost her AirPods in the changing room and realized if she won, she could buy new ones. She could buy a whole bunch of AirPods.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Janae, yes. So joining us now is U.S. Open champ Emma Raducanu. So, of course, the first question I feel like has to be, have you bought the AirPods yet? And if not, when are you going to do it?
No, not yet. I think I'm going to do it before I leave New York for sure, though. But it's funny because actually the day before my semifinals, they found it 2.5 weeks later.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was like a great omen, a great start to the day, and I knew it was going to be a great day when I found those in the changing room.
Plenty of Apple stores here in New York. So you win your first major 3 months into the WTA Tour. You get congratulated by the Queen. How are you going to top this?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane to think. It's incredible. I was so honored and grateful to have received a note from Her Majesty. I mean, it meant everything to me, and I'll probably frame that letter and keep it in my room or something.
You know, we were talking about in the piece how you had to drop out of Wimbledon because you had these breathing difficulties. What did you take away from that experience?
I took away that it was, for me, more of a physical issue. I think that to win a Grand Slam, you need a lot of mental strength. So I think that the resilience part of it, you know, sort of speaks for itself, that I needed to go through all of that to win a slam. But physically, I've still got a lot of work to do because I'm still very new to the game and I haven't had that time to really develop. But having played on tour for the last 4 or 5 weeks, I think naturally with each match and tournament I've played, I've just increased my endurance a little bit.
What happened, Emma? You clearly are talented. They call you a phenom, but you competed at a level that people have been on the tour for a long time haven't. Was there a moment that something clicked that you said, oh, okay, I just figured this out? Because you didn't drop a set in the entire U.S. Open, and you had to go through qualifying.
Yeah. I think just the sheer amount of matches that I'd played over the last 4 or 5 weeks, with each one I was building in confidence, and I think with each one it gave me more and more of a free swing to go for my shots and be more aggressive. And then I was playing some extremely great opponents, Olympic champion, top 20, and when you play those players, you definitely need to raise your game, and it's cool to play up because it's like almost natural selection. You know, if you don't, then you lose. So it was really fun to experience, and yeah, I'm just super happy with the week, of course.
So what's been, I know the Queen is sort of up at the top, what's been the most surprising message you've gotten since the win?
Honestly, I haven't even checked my messages yet because I've just been trying to enjoy the moment. And with my team, the night of the final, we just had a really nice night. You know, we all spent the night just reflecting, and yeah, it was a really cool moment because it's been such a long trip for us and everything has gone so fast. We were taking care of every single day, and before we know it, 3 weeks had gone. But yeah, we just got to reflect and share a few stories, and it was a really nice night to have with everyone.
I can't even imagine. You are, we've said this a lot of times, one of the youngest major champions ever and the first qualifier to win. So what is the message to younger athletes out there? I mean, I know you know probably at this point you're a pretty big inspiration. What is the message to those athletes?
I'd say it's just inner belief and just taking care of each day as best as possible because 10 matches ago when I was playing my first round qualies, I did not think I'd be in the US Open final or winning it. So yeah, if you just do the best you can with every single day, time flies, and you can really achieve anything with inner belief.
You're only 18. Where does this mental toughness come from?
I think that from a young age, I've always sort of been brought up to have mental strength. My parents, you know, they played a huge part in my upbringing, and yeah, they were pretty tough on me when I was young, but it kind of shaped the way, and I think now it's helping on the biggest stages in the world, on Arthur Ashe Stadium, when you really need it, and it was basically a full capacity, so it was very, very cool.
Sorry, that just sounded funny, when you were young. But you know, you've gone through all this, and you haven't had any family here. You have your team around you, your coaches and whatnot, but they weren't able to be here. What's that going to be like? Or what's the reaction from your parents when you talk to them on the phone right after you won? Yeah,
it was really nice to talk to them after I won. They were just so happy and proud of me, and they're my toughest critics and very, very hard to please. But yeah, I got them with this one. They couldn't resist.
We love seeing your smile. Congratulations for everything. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.